Hello Taurus, welcome to another love reading. Today's reading will be all about you and the person that you are thinking about connecting with or will be connecting with in the future. What are the energies between you? How do you feel about each other? As always, these readings are general for the Taurus collective, so not every reading will resonate 100%. Take what resonates for you, what applies to you. All right, so let's jump right in for you, Taurus. What do we need to know, Spirit? For Taurus, regarding love, regarding the person they're thinking about connecting with at this time. What do we need to know about the energies between Taurus and this other individual? What do we need to know? Mutual energies. Wow, Five of Swords. Okay, and the moon. Oh goodness, Pisces energy there with the moon. So right away I'm thinking that there is more than meets the eye on something. Oops. A lack of clarity. You know, when I see the Five of Swords with the moon, I think someone doesn't trust the other person for whatever reason, or someone's doing something behind the scenes that the other person doesn't know about. We'll see what this is all about, because this could have already happened in the past. On your side here, we have the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So yeah, I feel more restriction than fear with that Eight of Swords. Like you're trying to figure out your next move, but you really have no idea what you're going to do next. And this is after some sort of difficult ending with the Ten of Swords. Maybe you know you want to end something, Taurus, but you're just not sure. Or you're trying to figure out something after an ending. Like maybe you still think about it. Maybe there's kind of unresolved issues there. We'll see. On their end, we have the Ace of Swords and the Four of Cups. So this person wants to tell you something, communicate something to you. Bottom of the deck is Judgment. I swear, no matter what deck I use, how many times I cleanse my decks, how I shift around the spread, I keep getting similar messages for the signs. That's just the message, right? Like I've tried to switch things around as much as possible. And today I'm even using brand new oracle decks that I've never used before on my channel with different types of messages to see what we get. But what I see here with Judgment, the moon, Five of Swords, well, a couple of things. Judgment is kind of about a realization, an awakening, clarity that you get about something that has already taken place. Judgment is also a resurrection, right? You're trying to revive something, bring it back to life. So there's a few ways I can interpret this. I feel like something could be a huge reveal here with the moon and Judgment. Someone's actions might be seen very, very clearly. Someone could be realizing that they've been played. Someone could be realizing that they've been deceived. Maybe they're looking back at the past and thinking, wow, I missed those red flags. You know, there's so many ways to look at this. So I'm going to clarify to get more insight. But first, let's put down some energy. So these two decks that I'm using today, guys, the Ever After deck and the PS I Love You deck, these are two brand new decks that I've designed. They're not available yet. I'm just kind of playing around with them. I ordered the inventory already because I will be selling these on my Etsy shop myself. So stay tuned for that. So let's start with the Ever After. Let's get some energies down here for Taurus. I'm still tweaking these, so just keep that in mind that the deck that you receive or that I post on Etsy might not be like 100% the same, but okay, tell me about the overall energy between Taurus and this individual. What do we need to know, Spirit? Pot of Gold, abundance, stability, treasure. Instantly, I think of money. Something with money here is important. I also get the sense that there might have been an opportunity here for stability, potential for stability. Some of you might have shared assets or finances with this person. I'm also getting, okay, interesting. I feel like there's something here with money. Maybe your issues, any issues you had in this connection came back to money. Storybook romance, romance, chemistry, and mutual feelings. I don't know if I showed the other deck. I think I did. Interesting. So I feel like this is once upon a time at the bottom of the deck, beginnings, journey, first step. Okay, I'm starting to understand something here. Taurus, this is for a Taurus where there is a new opportunity available to you after an ending. Or you had an ending with a particular person and they want to start over. I still don't know where we fall. I'm going to actually use the PS I Love You deck when I dive into your energies. Yeah, so some of you, I feel, have an opportunity elsewhere. Maybe that's why the Eight of Swords is on your side here, because you're just not sure what to do, whether to take that opportunity. And others of you, I feel like this is someone that still has feelings for you, still sees potential with you. But I still believe this pot of gold was about finances, something with finances. So for example, this new beginning for you could be a brand new job offer, a business venture, a business partnership, or you meet someone with a lot of money or a lot of stability. I'm seeing a lot of things right now because I haven't clarified yet. So let's get one more energy. Can I get one more energy for Taurus and this other person? Lasting promise, commitment, longevity, future. So this is like long-term commitments, marriage, future, stability, and divine timing. See, I feel like there's something coming that you could have. It's like this pot of gold, this lasting promise, this storybook romance could be something that you could have, or something that someone's promising you. Let's start clarifying, because now I'm like really curious. For Taurus Spirit, can I get some clarity in insight into these energies here? We're going to start with judgment because that's the overall energy for the reading. Clarity, insight, please, for Taurus. For Taurus. Tell me about judgment, please, Spirit. What do we need to know about judgment? Four of Pentacles. What do we need to know about judgment? Okay, we have Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands. Okay, so I'm hearing stay or go. Yep, there's the Eight of Swords. Okay, Taurus, there's so many ways to interpret this. I'm going to try to just say what, you know, the few scenarios that I'm seeing here. Of course, let me know if this resonates for you, what your story is, if you feel comfortable in the comments, because I love hearing from you guys. But keep in mind that the tarot, there's only so many tarot cards and they can only cover so many different topics, right? I feel like there's two ways that I can look at this. There is a new opportunity coming your way, Taurus. And you're going to have to choose. I feel like you're going to get two options. One option is from someone that hasn't completely let go of you. They still are kind of interested in this and wanting to revive this. I feel like you're having to choose between these two things. You either choose to stay with what you already know or go into a whole new beginning. I feel like there's a mix of energies here. The Star, Aquarius energy. Okay, tell me about the Moon. The Star is about hope, faith, having faith and hope in healing as well, wishes, but really it's more about renewal, healing of the self, right? Having hope or faith that things will improve, but you do that for yourself. Anyways, let me move on to the Moon. Tell me about the Moon. Kind of want to get these down so that I can see. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. There's something here about a new opportunity. It came out with once upon a time here, which is the keywords that are beginning, journey, first step. So this is like something completely new to you, or a new venture, a new adventure, etc., etc. Tell me about the Moon. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's conflict here but I think this is an inner conflict. You're fighting yourself And of course, Taurus, if this is not you, this could be your person's energy that I'm picking up here, because this is mutual energy. Both of your energies are here. Yeah, Four of Swords. This is reminding me about the Eight of Swords. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I think the past, the overall theme I'm seeing here so far is that the past could interrupt the future. I hope that makes sense. You cannot have the past and a new future at the same time. You have to decide one or the other. It would not surprise me if like the Two of Wands or Two of Pentacles showed up here at some point, because there's clearly something new on the horizon, Taurus. But at the same time, it's like you're needing to decide if you even want to take that. Or there's some sort of like inner battle, conflict perhaps, that you're having here. Yeah, Six of Swords, because you need to leave something. Okay. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here, please, Spirit? Eight of Swords again. Why is the Five? Okay, the Sun. Okay, I'm getting a few messages. One of the messages I got very strongly just now when I saw the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords is I don't want anybody to get in my way. What if someone interrupts this, interferes? I feel like you're worried that someone will take advantage of you or will ruin this for you. I'm not sure why, but I also feel like you're wondering if you could truly be happy. Yeah, Ten of Cups with the King of Swords. You're probably wanting a lot more information. So whatever this is coming in, and by the way, this could be something completely like, let's say this is not, okay, so sometimes a love reading, if I could like get my words down, sometimes a love reading is not specifically about love, it's about how you can get to love, right? I think this is one of those readings. However, I do feel like there's a new and an old energy here. So this person here, you might already have a history with, because I have the Ace of Swords here with the Four of Cups. And then the Ten of Swords is here. So I cannot ignore that something has already ended, right? That's already here. But I feel like there's also something new that could be happening here. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. An opportunity for happiness is what I see here. All thanks to divine timing. Yeah, look, divine timing, happy ending. Very clear energy there. So let's get into your energies here. Actually, I'll get a PS I love you for each of you. Now, Taurus, I have you on the left and I have your person on the right. Feel free to flip the energies if they resonate more for you. If you find that this reading does resonate, consider hitting that like button. YouTube cares about that. I don't care about it as much, but it's important for YouTube. And that way this message could reach more people. All right, tell me about Taurus. What is the energy that Taurus is bringing to this connection? Please wait for me just a little bit longer. So something with timing here. What else? What else for, okay, interesting. Everything reminds me of you, and then I'm gonna get this one too down here. Every time I want to reach out, something stops me. Okay, Taurus, I feel like this is what you're hearing from someone else. I think this is what you're hearing, internalizing in your head. Of course, you could be saying this about someone else, but that's just kind of what I'm getting here. I feel like someone is thinking about you, reaching out to you or wanting to reach out to you, wanting to communicate. Maybe they just haven't yet. However, I feel like in your mind, if you don't know about it, you're not considering it, right? So if this person has not communicated this to you, you're not taking that into account in your own plans. I'm also getting that with the please wait for me a little longer. When I picked up that card and I looked at it, I instantly got, I'm not waiting. So I feel like if you've been waiting for someone to get their act together, maybe their financial act together, because pot of gold, I keep thinking money is relevant there. You're not willing to wait any longer. Okay, tell me about this other person, this person that Taurus has or will be dealing with. Burdens and obligations. Okay, so this person has a lot going on. What else do we need to know? Weighed down by something. I never meant to hurt you. Okay. See, I feel like this is a past person. Bottom of the deck, taking charge. I feel like this is a past person coming in and it could interrupt something completely new for you. I still feel that. Excuse me. Let me know in the comments, Taurus, are you interested in something new? Have you been waiting for someone to get their act together? Am I right about the finances thing? Because I feel like that, to me, it was such a strong message there. All right, so let's jump into your energies. Tell me about the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, which the 8 of Swords has come out twice already. Tell me about the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. That's your energy there. Tell me about the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords. I don't have any room. Tell me about the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords, please, Spirit. 8 of Wands. You kind of had a similar reading. And the Chariot, yes. There's a move that you could be making here. You're deciding whether to make a certain move. And there's the 2 of Wands. What was I saying? Not like 3 minutes ago. You're deciding which direction you want to go in. And I think there's multiple things to that. I don't think that the direction is specifically just about love. There's probably a direction in your career, a direction in where you want to live, and where you want to, what do you want to do with your life? You know, you're trying to make those decisions now. But I think it's because something for you has ended with the 10 of Swords. Tell me about this 10 of Swords. Can you get one more, please, for this 10 of Swords, please? Why is the 10 of Swords here? Yeah, it's the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. This I feel was something you were in or dealing with for some time. And it eventually came to an end. I'm speaking to a Taurus where there has already been an ending and it took a while to end. So let's look at this other person. Now that it's ended, I feel like you have a choice to make. And it's like, do I make a clean break, right? I don't have anything tying me here or tying me to a specific person. What am I going to do next, right? And I think that decision will determine who comes into your life, right? If you're someone that has been looking for a better partner or a new love, obviously you're not going to find that doing the same thing you've been doing, speaking to the same people you've been speaking to, right? For most of you. So I feel like that's what's kind of happening here. You're having an opportunity to set yourself up for something new to come in. It's going to be up to you if that's what you want to kind of like bring into your life. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Ace of Cups. I feel like this is somebody that could be coming in, or, you know, I still feel like some of you, it's a past person that's going to try to like communicate to come back in. Take it as it resonates, because it's not, you know, obviously this reading isn't for every Taurus watching, but Temperance, Sagittarius energy. There's the Tower. So when I see when I see Temperance, not Sagittarius, when I see Temperance with like a conflict card, I think of something slowly resolving. So I think this is someone that's going to want to come in to talk to you about fixing things. I never meant to hurt you, right? Tell me about the Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? Knight of Wands. Yeah, they're going to be taking charge, coming in hot with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Even though in their mind they might get rejected. Yeah, Five of Swords is here again. This is the same person here. So I feel like that's what's happening here. Page of Pentacles, the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. I'm thinking about you a lot here, maybe looking at your photos. Something with money as well. Some of you have financial ties with this person, and they don't want to interrupt that. The assets, the money, maybe you have a marriage or a commitment. And also, I don't feel like they want you to go somewhere else and have a new beginning without them. Like, I feel like that is something they're trying to avoid, you know, and it's almost like they're coming back in saying, you know, I know that I have a lot to kind of like fix and I'm willing to do that, you know, give me a chance, etc., etc., etc. That's what I feel like it's happening here. I'm still thinking about you. I still see a future with you. You know, everything reminds me of you. I just haven't been able to reach out just yet. You know, I feel like you wanted those answers a long time ago. If you've been waiting for someone to talk to you, and let me know if that's true, Taurus, in the comments. But I feel like whatever reassurance, apology, message that you were waiting for someone, I feel like you're over waiting for that. They didn't talk to you when they should have. They didn't address the issue when they should have. And now you're thinking about making a clean break. It's just fear is holding you back here from what could be a storybook romance. What could be a once upon a time energy here. And then right after that, we have first dance, getting to know each other. So I feel like there's something coming in for you in terms of a new partner, but you can't bring this with you. You have to move from it with the Chariot and the Eight of Wands, and quickly. You gotta leave this behind quickly. If you're getting an opportunity for a job, for a business, take it. And trust that Spirit has your back. So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you. If you'd like to donate, there is a thanks button right underneath the title of the video. You just swipe right with your finger. Thank you so much in advance if you decide that you want to give me a donation. And hopefully I'll see you all in another video very soon. Take care.